Students, today we will discuss preparation of acids and bases. Now, preparation of acids and bases. Now, acids are prepared from nonmetals and bases are prepared from metals. Now, here the binary acid means acid containing two elements are prepared by this method. Hydrogen react with nonmetal to form acid. Hydrogen plus chlorine reacts to form hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen plus iodine reacts to form hydrogen iodide. Now bases. They prepare from nonmetals. When metals they react with oxygen, they give base, that is basic oxide. Sodium when react with oxygen, it gives sodium oxide. Magnesium when react with oxygen give magnesium oxide. Sodium oxide and magnesium oxide are base. The second is preparation of acid is from acidic oxide and preparation of bases from basic oxide. Acidic oxide react with water to form acid. Now here carbon dioxide react with water to form carbonic acid. Sulfur dioxide react with water to form sulfurous acid. Sulfur trioxide react with water to form sulfuric acid. Phosphorus pentoxide react with water to form phosphoric acid. Dinitrogen pentoxide react with water to form nitric acid. So here acidic oxides, that is carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, phosphorus pentoxide, dinitrogen pentoxide, all these are acidic oxide and when reacted with water they give acids. Only oxyacids, these are oxyacids, only oxyacids can be prepared by this method. Nitrogen dioxide is called mixed or double acid anhydride. The reason is that when nitrogen dioxide is reacted with water, it gives two acid, that is nitrous acid and nitric acid. Neutral oxide, for example, carbon monoxide, nitrogen monoxide, or you can say nitric oxide. Again I am repeating, neutral oxide, for example, carbon monoxide and nitrogen monoxide or nitric oxide do not produce an acid when reacts with water. Now bases. Now preparation of bases from basic oxide. Basic oxide which are soluble in water react with water to form base. Potassium oxide reacts with water to form potassium hydroxide. Sodium oxide react with water to form sodium hydroxide. Calcium oxide react with water to form calcium hydroxide. Now active metals. Active metals react with water to form base or alkali. In addition to it, hydrogen gas is evolved. Now potassium react with water to form potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Sodium react with water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Calcium react with water to form calcium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Now, preparation of acid by oxidation of nonmetals and bases by decomposition of salts. Now, non-metals and acid, they react to form acid plus water plus nitrogen dioxide. Now here sulfur and phosphorus is oxidized by concentrated nitric acid to form sulfuric acid and phosphorus acid respectively. In addition to it, water and nitrogen dioxide gas is liberated. Again I am repeating, sulfur and phosphorus, they are the nonmetal. They are oxidized by concentrated nitric acid to form sulfuric acid and phosphoric acid respectively. In addition to it, water and nitrogen dioxide gas is liberated. Now bases. by decomposition of salts. Now when metal nitrides are heated, basic oxide plus nitrogen dioxide and oxygen gas is liberated. When lead nitrate is heated, lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide gas plus oxygen gas is liberated. When calcium nitrate is heated, calcium oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen gas is liberated. When zinc nitrate is heated, zinc oxide plus nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen gas is liberated. But when metal carbonate is heated, basic oxide plus carbon dioxide gas is liberated. Here oxygen gas is not liberated. When metal carbonate is heated, basic oxide and carbon dioxide gas is liberated. Calcium carbonate, when heated, it gives calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas. And when copper carbonate is heated, it gives copper oxide and carbon dioxide gas. Again I am repeating, when calcium carbonate is heated, it gives calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas. When copper carbonate is heated, it gives copper oxide and carbon dioxide gas. Now, sodium and potassium carbonate do not decompose on heating because they are salt of highly active metals. This is very important. Sodium and potassium carbonate do not decompose on heating because they are salt of highly reactive metals. Sodium and potassium nitrate do not give metal oxide when they decompose. Again I am repeating, sodium and potassium carbonate do not decompose on heating because they are salt of highly reactive metal. Whereas sodium and potassium nitrate do not give metal oxide when they decompose. So what happens? When sodium nitrate is heated, it gives sodium nitrite plus oxygen. And when potassium nitrate is heated, it gives potassium nitrite and oxygen. So here metal oxide is not formed. Sodium nitrate, when heated, it gives sodium nitrite plus oxygen, and potassium nitrate, when heated, it gives potassium nitrite plus oxygen. No metal oxide is formed. Now, preparation of acids from salts. Non-volatile acid on heating with a salt of more volatile acid displaces the volatile acid. So here the displaced volatile acid is this. Now when the normal salt, it reacts with sulfuric acid, that is concentrated, it forms acid salt plus displaced volatile acid. Again I am repeating, non-volatile acids on heating with salt of more volatile acid displace the volatile acid. Normal salt, when react with concentrated sulfuric acid, it gives acid salt and displace volatile acid. Potassium nitrate, when react with sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid, temperature is below 200 degrees centigrade, it gives acidic salt plus nitric acid. Acidic salt is potassium hydrogen sulfate. When sodium chloride, it reacted with concentrated sulfuric acid, temperature is below 200 degrees centigrade, it again gives acidic salt, that is sodium hydrogen sulfate. And addition to it, acid is formed, that is hydrochloric acid. Sodium nitrate, when react with sulfuric acid, it gives sodium hydrogen sulfate and nitric acid. All these three are acidic salt. potassium hydrogen sulfate, sodium hydrogen sulfate, sodium hydrogen sulfate, they are acidic salt. Now, preparation of bases from salt. Now, aqueous solution of salt, when reacted with strong base, it precipitates the base. So, we will get metal hydroxide, precipitated base in form of metal hydroxide. Salt solution, when reacted with base or alkali, it gives normal salt and precipitated basic hydroxide. Here, ferric chloride, when react with sodium hydroxide, it gives the precipitate of ferric hydroxide. In addition to it, a salt is formed, that is sodium chloride. Again I am repeating. Ferric chloride, when react with sodium hydroxide, it gives ferric hydroxide in form of PPT, ferric hydroxide in form of PPT, and a salt is formed, that is sodium chloride. Aluminium chloride, when react with sodium hydroxide, again a PPT is formed, that is of aluminium hydroxide, and a salt is formed, that is sodium chloride. Aluminium chloride, when react with ammonium hydroxide, it gives a PPT of aluminium hydroxide and a salt is formed, that is ammonium chloride. Ferrous sulfate, when react with sodium hydroxide, it forms a salt, that is sodium sulfate, and a precipitate is formed, that is ferrous hydroxide. Precipitate of ferrous hydroxide is formed. Copper sulfate, when react with sodium hydroxide, then a precipitate is formed of copper hydroxide and sodium sulfate. Now, bases are also prepared by the action of oxygen on metal sulfides. Bases are also prepared by the action of oxygen on metal sulfides. When oxygen is reacted with metal sulfides, it gives metallic oxide plus sulfur dioxide. When metal sulfide is heated with oxygen, it gives metallic oxide and sulfur dioxide gas. Zinc sulfide, when heated with oxygen, it gives zinc oxide plus sulfur dioxide. Lead sulfide, when heated with oxygen, it gives lead oxide and sulfur dioxide. So, when the metal sulfide is reacted with oxygen, it gives metal oxide. And here the metal oxide is zinc oxide and lead oxide. In addition to it, sulfur dioxide is released. Now, ammonium hydroxide. This is ammonium hydroxide. Can be prepared simply by dissolving ammonia gas in water. Ammonia gas is extremely soluble in water, and when the ammonia gas is dissolved in water, it gives a weak alkali that is known as ammonium hydroxide. Again I am repeating, ammonium hydroxide. It is also a base. It is a weak alkali. It can be prepared by simply dissolving ammonia gas in water, and ammonia gas is extremely soluble in water. And when the ammonia gas is dissolved in water, it forms a weak alkali that is known as ammonium hydroxide. So students, today we discussed the various method of preparation of acids and base. Again I am repeating, first acids we prepared from non-metal, bases from metals. Acids prepared from acidic oxide, bases from basic oxides. Active metals react with water to form base and hydrogen. Acids, they are prepared by oxidation of non-metals, and bases, they are prepared by the decomposition of salts. For example, metal nitrate and metal carbonate. Then we prepared acid from salts and bases from salt. Normal salt plus concentrated sulfuric acid gives acid salt plus displaced volatile acid. Salt solution plus base or alkali gives normal salt plus precipitated basic hydroxide. Metal sulfide plus oxygen, when they are heated, it gives metallic oxide and sulfur dioxide. Ammonium hydroxide, when ammonia is dissolved in water, it will give ammonium hydroxide. So thank you student.